Before I start this video, I'm gonna have to warn to fanboys who only listens to positive things about anime and manga regarding Rurouni Kenshin and a creator. If you're that pissed off, or that I was gonna say something negative, or even remotely mention that one, do not watch this video. It will save you a headache. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I feel that this is going to be a shitstorm and another topic, and I'll explain what was going the before I get into this topic and went into this digging myself deep into Alice in Wonderland's world and the whole ramblings and going in depth with all certain topics that I like to point out and all that stuff. Here you go. So Rurouni Kenshin is one of the biggest all-time favorites back in the 90s with Dragon Ball's franchise, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho in the 90s and in the 90s at the time. And the assistants that would make two assistants. I forgot it was the creator of One Piece and Shaman King had worked under Watatsuki Nobuharu, and there's this the whole thing that was and everybody cited him and say that I like this work and his work was awesome, and their games, like he was known for a lot of the samurai Meiji era, and I actually liked that work, but it's something that was like that could remind us that we should still separate ourselves from the art. It's the artwork. We should still keep it separate. And you remember, there are a lot of different artists that have this crazy mindset. I mean, they might be eccentric, or they might end up, but not all of them were like that. And some artists like to do stuff, but a lot of times you just don't know. You just don't know how well you know an artist in person and all this stuff. And it's better if you don't know. And if you're still in this video, you better turn that video away and click away. And just okay, that's and this is where I'm going with the summary, and this is what's going on with the summary. So the Tokyo Metropolitan Police made the allegations public that, yup, he's undergoing in prison. He's undergoing hell in jail. He's awaiting prosecution, and we're not even sure if he was going to be proven innocent or not. Which I pretty much knew what the hell's going on. It was more like, you're guilty till you're proven innocent. Was just like, what's going on with today's societies? And it's like, oh god, the nightmare. It was like, if you're a content creator, you should feel scared of what the hell's going on. And the whole summary was the whole allegation story is like, it's it had to do with that's something that I would have to say in a hush word. It's and to start with, I am really protective of children, and I do not like children actually being harmed, and I do see children getting harmed. I will come to their defense, and I will see them get their butts beat. But then this is going to be an extremely gray area of what the hell's going on, and this is my theme. I do not understand what the allegation is all about, and what was it. What is the story behind the rules and laws and regulations, and what is it broken? Is everything why is it, what's going on with the community right now? It's now the whole community was in a panic because it was this allegation that he might have admitted that something along the lines of like girls elementary to middle schools, which is something that was you should not have said that in if you're a content creator, you should not have admitted outright the whole thing, which is kind of a nightmarish, even if it was false, even if it wasn't true. That's really scary. But anyways, that's why I'm stopping myself right now. That's a lot of fans, a lot of content creators, the manga artists, and a lot of the entire community made this entire big split, and they were panicking, and it was an explosion of utter shock, utter silence, sadness, anger, regret, anything, etc., etc., etc. Some of them turned to detractors, saying put all this mean, nasty things on YouTube or comment on social media, and a lot of them imploded, and I think this is where I realized something about that rule, that it was like if you're convicted, you'd be spending up to a year in prison, and you could be spending like a million yen, which is like 10 grand in U.S. dollars equivalents. That's scary. And before I know I'm going on the topic right there. I know I do responded to whenever was that look everybody, I get it, you thought of him as a monster, and it's going to take, if it was proven false, it's going to take him a couple of years to recover, and he's going to or gain respect, all that respect back, and it's going to like what happened with the Toriko creator Shima Bokuro, who was also in the same position, a similar position as Takashi was in right now, and he was in a messy situation where his during the long runs of Sakimitsu leader Dan Takashi, a gag manga, he got arrested and convicted of violating child prostitution laws, and that includes paying a 16-year-old girl with 8,000 yen to have sex, and it was canceled as a result. He wasn't going to be sentenced to prison, but then it got suspended for 4 years. So, 2 years later, he came back with Ring, a sports comedy manga, for Super Jump, and Toriko, 4 years later, it became really popular, and basically saying, I'm sorry, I let you fans down, and I wanted to prove it to you wrong. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm never gonna do this again. I am done. That's basically him saying I'm done. And I think that's where I think the publishers, I think it was I forgot what was it. I think the main publisher, Shushia, was actually saying that, yeah, we're going to hold up the manga while I'm talking to his wife, and he's got a lot of reflection and regret to think about, and we're going to make sure. Look, yeah, that's really sad and regrettable at best, and I wish, I would hope to God it was false, and I hope I'm wrong saying it, and the allegations turned out to be false. If it was turned out to be true, it would have closed that chapter. It would have ended that in the messiest chapters in a entire history of manga and anime history. It would have like created a bigger a bigger shitstorm than it is now. And let me tell you, it was going to be a lot of death threats going towards with Takashi Karu, his wife, and the publisher, and anyone involved with Takashi. Oh my God, blah 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 blah. I want to send death threats to all his associates and former assistants. How dare you? You didn't go, and then blah blah blah, and it would have been like such a mess. Like, oh my God, the entire community internet right now will be on a nastier shitstorm. It would be like drama channels being put in everywhere, and it would have been quite a mess. But now, my message to him is this: like, if that was turned false, I want to say this is not going to be an easy path. Just ask the creator of Torokoro Shimabukuro-san. See how that turned out. He'll tell you it's not easy. It's going to be a hard challenge you have to go through, and just like your creation, Hamura Kenshin, you have to set yourself in a path of redemption, and it's going to be a long time, and you're going to work your way up, and you're going to own up to it, and all that stuff, and even though the allegations. If the allegations turn out to be false, and I'm not even sure if the allegations itself was even true or not. That's what it's kind of reminding me of George Takei after the whole Hollywood sex scandals and allegations towards these big Hollywood Mongols like I forgot, Kevin Spacey, amongst all things, and anyone from Warner Brothers, and oh God, that's gonna be a lot of mess. And that's why, like, he somehow got caught in these broken laws, which I'm gonna talk about now. I'm gonna go much deeper way deep into the Queen of Cards world in that level, and it's I'm gonna go in depth in what the hell's going on with it. And so Nosuke, what's going on here? Why are you talking about the whole child pornography and prostitution laws? And I'll tell you this: prostitution and pornography has been around for thousands of years. Blah blah blah. And okay, Japan has its different viewing points of nudity and pornography in general. It, not so taboo-ish. They still looked down upon, but it wasn't as heavily severely bad as, I don't know, America, most other countries around the world like America, which some of them might have history of pornography in general, which is kind of crazy, insane if you're studying human rights and all that stuff related to sex and all that. And you get what I'm saying. And China, oh god, China, if you're caught doing pornography in China, you'll be dead. Hong Kong, oh god, it was if you're caught doing, I think a lot of content creators, the publishers and creators, and anyone in a porn industry were freaking out about this right now, and they're freaking out that the manga creator was as big as what Takasugi was caught in these allegations, and it was scaring them. And now they're like, oh fuck, he got caught in these allegations. Great. If that was made, if artistic expression of said fictional depictions was turned out to be illegal, I cannot do stuff like that. I have to make sure I be squeaky clean, or else my creations would be shut down. I would be arrested. Blah blah blah, and it's kind of scary. And it's to say, it's freaky scary to say that Japan used to be not. So their viewpoints about pornography until 2014 is that you cannot sell adult rated materials to anyone under 18 years of age, which is fair enough. Which is in my opinion, that was like very unpopular at this point. And I think in July 2014, this is where a shitstorm is starting right now. And I think that the rules were put in place because I think that America, the United Nations and America and the rest of them were getting excited. Oh yeah, I'm so excited! Japan is having Olympics held in 2020. We want to see it, and Japan's like, oh shit. They're also telling us you need to do something with this child pornography and all that shit, or else we're not going to support you. We're not going to put Olympics in Japan in 2020. So they rushed out. They didn't get enough time to review their entire society and culture in general, and they put up this broken rules and laws. That said, that might have it didn't have any rehabilitation program or probation or any kind of incentives or any kind of warnings that would say, hey, it seems we're going to give you a year probation, we're going to give you a year to stay away from all that nasty dirty porn, and we're going to make sure that you're squeaky clean. There's no incentive. You're essentially guilty till you're proven innocent, and it's very scary that 3-year-old rule is not being updated. It wasn't updated to reflect on the current era in 2017, where there's no. Everybody who was suffering from who were addicted to pornography might have been like, oh shit, I had to throw in my porn, my dirty porn and all that stuff. I can't have that. I cannot have people looking out over my property and seeing this on video. Nah, I'm good. So it's really scary, and I'll say this, and even I know that a lot of detractors, a lot of angry fans would say to me and say, how dare I say a different opinion about him. You should condemn them and all that stuff. And I was like, no, I'm not that type of person. It's very similar to what happened with the Toriko creator and George Takei. It's or more similar to Toriko creator than that. It's like it's something like it's gonna take, even if it was proven false and it end up like being dismissed and have all of the arrest record or suspension or a sentence being suspended, it would still hurt his career. It would take him a couple of years, and it would a couple of years to recover from that event, from that messy chapter, and that's it. I think that's all I can say. And any thoughts, opinions, discussions, anything on the matter, I think that's it for me. Well, here goes, and I think that's all I popped out from that rabbit hole, and that's it for me. So, anyway, guys, I appreciate you staying with me, going along with this topic, but I think, I do think that these rules are so rushed. I think they should have delayed it. They should have delayed it, in my opinion. That's what I always say. Delay it and give them more time to look over it, and then to update it. I'd rather just leave it there for 3 years. And that's my opinion. So that's it. So take care, guys.